see one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go, baby. At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. Open man is Trey Burton. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run it with Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's pretty good recipe for success.
Set, ready. Henry. I'm scared. 2 times. 4 down. Hey, I got 83.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. 2nd and long. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard, your receiver...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Regular. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the... Hey, echo. Here we go. Hurry. 59, Mike. Check 59. Here we go.
Here's Mayfield. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He is going to find Hill here. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike, check. 50. Hey, Charlie. Get ready. 25, check 25, check 25.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57. Bravo. Too little, 57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Mayfield looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Malik Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 14. Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, 133. Smooth. Touch.
Throwing, Mayfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On first down, Carson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 5. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now back to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Darius Slay with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then, the penalty's got them set up with a first and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Second and 4. Flush to his right. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Watch, twist. Up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Hey, Alpha. Watch.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 5'9". Hey, exit. Let's go, D, let's go.
Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin. Hurry. Don't get nervous. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Regular. 59. Hey, zoom. Check. 59.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Here's Carson. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Run. Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Check pass. Check pistol.
Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. It's been a long day for you.
Mayfield with it once more. Going deep for Eifert. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Carson. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. That goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, Orbit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hurry! I got you. 50. Hurry! Check, point it right, point it right. Watch.
To throw, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's get off the field.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. Ready. 41 to Mike. Check 41. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run again with Carson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll set up the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Hill on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time is a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the score.
a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a